And we don't mean to be condescending in any way, because who hasn't heard about digital transformation, especially our audience, which tends to be manufacturers, manufacturing engineers, operations executives, et cetera. Everybody has heard about digital transformation. One of the mysteries is sometimes is even though companies are starting efforts or engaged in efforts to expand the digital transformation for their organizations, they're still looking at where do we go? How do we do this? And the topic just that we're discussing here today is where do you start? So I mentioned in the beginning that when we're starting on this digital transformation journey or pushing our digital transformation journey to the next level, where do we start? And I mentioned that probably the first thing we need to do is take stock of what the current operations and what are the key where we think digital technologies can drive the most impact. What are some of the things, Chuck and Jean-Yves, that manufacturers should be looking at in terms of taking stock of the current operations? Jean-Yves, I know where you'll start, data.
But beyond data, the question is absolutely right, because lots of corporations are looking at this, and at the end of the day, is where do I start? Because the technology that's available out there, it's endless at the price range that is also endless. So you have to look at it and say, okay, where do I start? I cannot buy every technology out there. Which one is right for us and which one we absolutely don't need? So to me, it starts with a good, I would say, thinking on business goal, business objective, and try to boil down what would be relevant, I would say, to your business. And that's point number one. Once you zoom in on what's relevant, very quickly after, what's going to catch up on you is what are the prerequisites. Because for any type of technology, there is always somewhat prerequisite. You have to put something in place before you get to where you want to go. But it's the case for robots, it's the case for AI, is the ultimate case example. When people tell me, oh, we want to go AI, my reaction is always, have you thought about all the prerequisites that you need to have before you get AI?
The hungry environment that is presenting. Yeah.
Correct. So to me, they start with a good inventory of what you have in your own shop in relation with, business goal. So it requires some thinking to think about where you're going to put your money and what technology are the most relevant to your business.
Yeah.
So what do you think, Chuck?
Stock of the current operations, then identifying those key areas where you think digital technologies could drive the most impact.
I think to me, it's your raw material, right? What I hear Jean-Yves saying is look at the raw material you have today in your environment.
The current processes, the current data
business, to me, the business objectives, right? That could be coming from the customer. It could be coming from efficiencies, et cetera, right? So look at those. And then you kind of get sandwiched in between there are your processes that have evolved over time. And of course, your data, the raw material of the data and the process/use cases. And then you look at what do you need to focus on to then achieve the objectives, right? The gentleman who owns the large manufacturing company was basically saying, okay, here's my major KPI. And that put his organization on notice that that's the KPI. So that is our guiding light. Now, everything that we do needs to move us towards that, right? And keeping us in alignment with that.